What's up, y'all? It's your girl, Meesh Westcoat, and we are back with yet another episode of SpillitWithMeesh. Season 2 coming in hot. I'm not playing with y'all. Y'all, at this point, y'all shouldn't be playing with y'all either. But that's okay, cousin. If you still are playing, I'm gonna keep telling you. Your cousin gonna keep putting you on. Like, that's what I'm here for. I told you I was your favorite cousin. And not just because, the obvious, like, why would not be your favorite cousin? But I'm also gonna teach you some real stuff to apply to life. So let's get into the episode. So we are talking about our peace. We are talking about coming one with ourselves and actually using those skills to elevate ourselves in life. So before we get into the episode, we've got our drinky drink. Y'all know we gotta have a drinky drink. So this drink name is the Zen Glow. Okay, so we've got a little chamomile tea. We've got a little hibiscus. Y'all know I love a little hibiscus. And if you caught that episode with DJ Not a Boy, yeah, we're gonna talk about that hibiscus. I got some orange juice, vanilla extract, a little honey for sweetness, and y'all know we gotta put my baby cinnamon up in there. Y'all know that's my jam. So we are going to make the drink, and I'm going to give you a little insight on why I chose these properties to curate this drink. So chamomile is a stress reliever. Chamomile is known for its ability to reduce anxiety and promote sleep relaxation. It also helps improve sleep. So if you're having a hard time falling asleep, if you just don't stay asleep, definitely start to incorporate maybe I like lavender and chamomile, but chamomile of some sort at nighttime. So here is that tea, and then we've got the hibiscus. The hibiscus is a flower. I like to get it in a dry flower, and it has this beautiful, beautiful color. Anything rich in color is good for antioxidants, so never forget that. Anything rich in a red, anything a rich color besides green, obviously, is really good for antioxidant properties. It also helps lower blood pressure, and it helps to stabilize the mood as well. So I am going to add that in here over some ice. Y'all know I love a chilled drink. We've got our orange juice. Orange juice is packed with vitamin C, and it's also a good way to reduce stress. Obviously, fresh press is what you want to go for when you're actually looking for healing agents. But for the sake of the episode tonight, we're just making a little drinky drink. And here I just got something from Walmart, okay? So pour in some type of orange juice or something citrusy to give it that flavor we're looking for. And then I've got a little bit of vanilla extract for color. Vanilla is warm and comforting, so definitely stabilizing to the mood as well. A lot of candles are made with vanilla extract. I've got some cinnamon also for a little bit of sweetness, anti-inflammatory, antimicrobial, still good for the mood as well. So I'm just going to do a little drizzle because I don't want it super sweet. We do have the orange juice in there. Okay, and we are going to give her a shake. I'm going to bring my glass over. I've garnished my glass with a cinnamon stick and just some ice. Y'all make sure, what's number one rule of the shaker? Make sure the seal is inside or you will be spilling it with Meesh, okay? So, I haven't spilled it. So, here's our glass. And we are going to shake until our ancestors tell us to stop. Y'all ready? What's the song? Shake what you got in them jeans. Then grab the wall and shake it like a dog. Shake what you got in them jeans. Then grab the wall and shake it like a dog. Okay. I feel like it smells really, really good. I can smell the orange juice. Oh, I also have an orange for garnish as well. I want to put one like on the side of the cup. So when I pour it, it's aesthetically pleasing. Yeah. We are doing things that make us feel good in our life, and making cute drinks obviously is a part of mine. And we've got almost the same color that we did from that butterfly pea. Rich in antioxidants. Look how good that looks. Okay, she's cute. Alright, so here's our drink. Take a picture. This is our Zen Glow, made with hibiscus and green tea, okay? I'm going to take a sip. I don't have a straw today. Y'all, try the Zen Glow. Try the Zen Glow, okay? So, we are going to just dive into the episode. So, cultivating inner peace and just like balancing life, especially with me having SpillitWithMeesh. So just being able to find some inner peace with regular life and just balancing this as a business, balancing wanting to network, balancing actually recording, scheduling interviews with people. Sometimes it can really take a lot out of you, and I find myself sometimes questioning, like, am I doing this correctly? Is this what I want to do for my life? But I genuinely enjoy creating this content for you guys. I genuinely enjoy being able to provide these perspectives to you guys, so that helps me balance it all. So I also have a few other tips and tricks that have effectively helped me on my journey. Personally, I've incorporated meditation, prayer, and community support into my daily grind. So those really help me kind of get through. So just like one example of just having that type of support, or even just that type of mindset. Like one night I was exhausted. This is pre-producer life, pre-producer in the podcast. So I was like editing back to back, and at one point, you know, when you're looking at something for so long, it starts to look like you're looking at the same thing over and over and over again. I literally was at my wit's end. Like, I can't edit no more. I can't do anything. And then I had that little thought that went off in my head, like, what if I stop today and tomorrow is the day that I make it? So stuff like that, and just being able to transition that form of thinking helped me still push through. And now I'm on a different spectrum of healing. That's why I'm able to provide this information to you guys now. So who is, or what is one thing that you can do for yourself, or call on, or a person that you can call on when you're just at your absolute wit's end? What makes you feel better when you're actually feeling things like that? So those are things we want to start looking into. So nostalgia. I am really big on nostalgia because that's when I felt the safest in my life. Like, that's when I apply safety to my life, and warmth and comfort to my life. Like, obviously, as we grow, we really get into being an adult, and sometimes it happens so fast it almost becomes traumatizing. Like, you're not able to get to these heights because there are certain things you didn't heal from your childhood. But nostalgia kind of will bring out those things for you, or you'll find yourself in nostalgia, like, while you're going through trauma, or finding your way through trauma with applying nostalgia to your life. So just like a snack, or like a song, or a scent are things of nostalgia. So just like whenever I smell anything with like gardenia, or jasmine, it just reminds me of my grandma. Like, when my grandma used to live in this really big house, and my grandma was an Avon girly. If y'all know, y'all know. If your mama or your grandma was a Savon girly, Avon girly, then you know what I'm talking about. So anytime I smell a woman with that on, it instantly just makes me feel safe, like in my grandma's arms. So what's one childhood memory or childhood scent, or something that just brings you back to feeling like you were the happiest kid? Like, what is one thing? Share that with me below in the comments. So like I referenced my community as well. Like, I do a lot in the community, but my immediate community within me, my best friend, my family, my producers, my partner, like my sister, like those people there keep me so grounded. Obviously, y'all, my cousins, can't forget about my cousins. Y'all really scale the bar for me. All of you guys, I consider my community. So just running this podcast, like, it can feel like I'm all alone. But then I go and I look at your guys' comments. I go and look at how many times it's been shared or viewed. And I'm just so appreciative of those things. So you guys alone encourage a lot of me continuing to go and creating these spaces that you guys are safe in, but that I'm also safe in. So rather it's a friend like hyping up my content, like I said, like you guys hyping up my content, or just like being in the community, being able to experience stepping out or having this platform to bring light to what we have here in this community. So those are other tips that I use, or other tricks that I use to just keep myself mindful and keep myself grounded. So random acts of kindness that kind of stick with you, those really, I think, imprint your heart. It's like it leaves a little stamp on your heart, and it almost makes you want to deliver that same feeling that you got from that little act of kindness to somebody else. At least it makes me. So like sometimes the sweetest moments come from unexpected situations. Like, have you ever gotten a hug or like seen a kid in public and they're gravitated to come like to you, or they're flagging you down, they want to wave to you, or they want to give you a hug? Like, that says a lot about your aura. If children and animals gravitate towards you, that says a lot about your person. Like, you're a very serene, very centered, very grounded and genuine person. Have you guys ever been to Dutch Bros? They're not sponsoring this, but they probably should be, because I shout out Dutch Bros so much. Just going to Dutch Bros will change your view of your day, will have you feeling like, oh my God, I might need to ask somebody else those same questions. The people that are employed at Dutch Bros, I feel like genuinely want to be our friends, genuinely care about us. And it's those random acts of kindness, or even that level of customer service, like I said, makes me want to be able to do that for somebody else. Like, Dutch Bros will ask you about your whole weekend on a Tuesday. Like, what, girl? You are trying to have a conversation. You're not just trying to give me my coffee and I go. I like it here. I like it here. So Dutch Bros, keep doing what you're doing. So an example, another example that I could provide is literally, I'm at Dutch Bros. And honestly, I had no business being at Dutch Bros. I was late for work. I had to still get gas. I had no business being at Dutch Bros. But I felt I needed to turn my day around, right? So I go, I'm in line, and y'all know Dutch Bros in the morning. After about 7:30, it's up, okay? Their line is wrapped around. You better not be running late trying to get Dutch Bros. But the person in front of me paid for the next 3 coffees, or the next 3 drinks. And they were like, usually you pay it forward. Well, at the time, I could only afford my drink, okay? So I was like, I'll pay for the next person's drink. I was like, I can't do 3 people's drink, but I could definitely pay what I was about to pay for my drink. And so like, they were like, no, that's okay. The person that actually paid for it, I don't know who they were, for some big property here, but they were literally just randomly going to random places doing that. And I was like, wow, it made me start to think of a campaign that I could do here for my show. Something that indicates another act of service. Like, I'm going to do something for you, but I also want you to do something for someone else. Not for me, not for my platform, but I want you to pay that forward to the next person. So, have you guys ever experienced a random act of kindness that just kind of stuck with you? share that with me. Drop that in the comments. I'd love to hear those. So, music is also another way to recenter and reground, and also help you start to think about where you want to elevate. Have you ever heard like a rapper or something, and he talking about getting a lot of money, and you like, bro, I wanna get that money. I wanna drive that car. I wanna take that vacation. I'm about to get on what he on. And like, I mean, that's probably a bad example, but like Nipsey. So Nipsey, I play Dedication and Hustle and Motivate every single day. Those play twice a day in my daily playlist, because I feel like before I even wanted to have this podcast or this platform, before I even knew what I wanted to do with essentially my voice, those songs played over and over, because I was like, there's something more. Hustle and Motivate. He literally explains how he hustled. He got it out the mud, got that out the bottom, and then really started to pour that back into his community. That was very important. Nipsey, rest in peace, Nipsey. Like, rest in peace. So just putting like feelings and emotions into like songs, or being able to hear songs that kind of will help you draw those out, will also help you elevate. So whether you're happy, heartbroken, or just need some motivation, the right song will meet you exactly where you're at. So there's a day that I was feeling overwhelmed. Like I said, I throw on my Nipsey, but Erykah Badu also plays a lot. So Bag Lady for me is one of those nostalgic moments. When I was growing up, I literally thought that my aunt and who she wanted to be, she got that image from Erykah Badu. So I always felt like my aunt was she's one of my favorite aunts. Don't tell any of my other aunts I said that, okay? Because I love y'all. But anyway, so my auntie like just used to remind me of Erykah Badu, and Bag Lady was her song. Like, Bag Lady, she probably played it as much as I played Nipsey. So anytime I hear that song, it just reminds me to being safe, like at her house. It reminds me that my auntie was creative. My auntie's house was a representation of her creativeness. So anytime I hear that, it just brings me back to my creative collective. So Bag Lady, and it also helps me just like release stress, like just resulting back to going to nostalgia. Like I said, it reminds me of being safe. It reminds me that I'm safe, but it also pulled that creative factor out of me too. So now I'm able to balance what I'm mentally blocking to get to my greater purpose, which is essentially my platform. So what's one song you guys go to when you're feeling something? Like, what's one song that no matter what emotion you are going through will bring that out of you? I'm not gonna lie, I said Bag Lady for one example, but My Life by Mary J. Blige, ooh, I will play that loud, okay? Loud. But so I got a little activity, a little way to kind of put these things together for yourself, especially in music. We have what we're gonna call a Sweet Life playlist. I mean, you can give it a cuter name than that, because I got playlists for my mood. I got a playlist called Fine Auntie. I got a playlist called We Ride. I got a playlist called Trappers and Rappers. Y'all, I got a workout I got playlists, okay? I got a sad playlist if I just want to be sad and push through those emotions. I have playlists for all of those. But you guys should also make playlists. Whether you get to finish it all at once, it's never finished, because you can always add to it. There's always something that's going to come up that makes you be like, ooh, this will fit for this one. This will fit for that one. So definitely think about creating a playlist for yourself. And I'm going to help you guys do it. So I'm going to name a category. You guys are going to think of a song, drop them in the comments. I'm going to just kind of share mine with you guys as I think about them and read them to you as well. So, oh, my bad. Okay, so one category I'm gonna say is in the morning. Like your morning routine, like what is one song that's gonna get you up, get you in the mood, get you happy? Think about that. For me, I gotta play some type of gospel in the morning. Like if I don't wake up on R&B, it's some type of gospel. And for me, my song is gonna be Brighter Day by Kirk Franklin. Like that's gonna get me on my feet, almost shouting. I'm gonna be ready to go to work, okay? Um, Another category is, I think, love. Like everybody has like a certain song, and it's like I think like the first one that even like popped into my mind as I said it was Love by Soul Child, just because it's in that first bar. But when I think about love, I think about I think about something older. I think about something like I think about like Me and Mrs. Jones. Like even though that was like a side woman anthem, I just feel like the depth that actually went into being in love enough to like risk, you know what I'm saying, being the side piece or even being in public getting caught, but like you so in love that you just cannot stay away from this person. Like I don't know. That's just me. That might be a little toxic, but whatever. Um, and then another one, fun. Like, what makes you think of like fun? Like a night out with your friends, like, or a night with y'all favorite cousin. You know what I'm saying? Because I got the vibes. But just like a good night out. Like for me, I always reference a good night out to the year 2013. That also might be giving away my age, but that was my party era. Like I was a year out of high school, like y'all. And I live in Las Vegas. Like Las Vegas was good to me during those years. But so fun to me, like with that, it reminds me of that year. When I hear fun, when I think of that year, and my song is I Just Want to Party by YG. And I might be confusing the years a little bit, but I Just Want to Party is what comes to mind when I hear fun, because that is me and my girls. We just want to party. And I'm not gonna lie, I used to wear YG out during that time. So yeah. And then I'm gonna say your mom. Like, what's a song that makes you think of your mom? My song that makes me think of my mom is So Into You by Tamia. When I was when I was younger, my mama was a teen mom. So y'all, my mama used to get dressed and set the mood. Like my mama had the vibes going when we used to get dressed. So she used to play that whole album, and I used to feel like my mom had the prettiest voice, and she used to just sing that song. Again, that's referencing that nostalgia, that it made me feel safe. Like that song makes me feel very safe. So now it's, like I said, now it's your guys' turn. Curate your playlist. If you guys are on Spotify, add us. Share our playlist. Add my Meesh West Co. Add our playlist. My Fine Auntie playlist, go up. Don't play with me, okay? So share your playlist with me. Share them in your story so I can follow them. Make sure you're tagging me. I want to share. I want to hear y'all music. So, make sure you're following the podcast, like I said, on Spotify, so you guys don't miss, you know what I mean, like the next. I'm going to add to a playlist. I think I'm going to actually make a playlist centered around this episode, and I'm going to just add to it. That's what I'm going to do. Y'all follow me. We going to make that playlist. And y'all add to it too. I'll make it public. I'll let you guys add your music into, and we going to make this playlist together. That's what we're going to do. Cousins, I got y'all. We gonna do this together. But going into just being mindful now. So we've got playlists, we've got outside activities, we've got how we're balancing work, how we're balancing regular hobbies or businesses on the side. But now we are going into like mental. Again, year of intention. We are fixing the mind. We are fixing the body. We are elevating, okay? We are going to constantly grow, and we are going to create these spaces for ourselves to grow in. So, like, before I dive into work, I make it a mental note to at least go over what I feel like I've remembered that I have to do that day. And I speak them out loud so that when I speak them out loud, they stick. If I say them in my head or I don't speak them out loud, I really kind of like bypass it, right? Instant, I'm a squirrel brain. My phone could light up and I'll be like, oh, this is going on Instagram. I was thinking about that one thing earlier, but then I don't remember what happened. My mind is not well enough to remember all of that, so I have to speak them out loud. I also pray. I take a couple minutes and I thank God for the day. I ask for guidance throughout the whole day. I ask for peace, and I ask for that same energy for my family and my loved ones. So I'm constantly just speaking life into myself. I also do affirmations. Now, I'm not as consistent as I should be with affirmations, but that's something I'm going to work on. But I make it a mental note that I never speak negatively to myself. I don't call myself names. I don't speak negative to myself. I might have silly moments, but I give myself grace. So that is one thing I do not tolerate from others, but I also don't tolerate it from myself. So write down affirmations, guys. Stick them on your mirrors if that helps you remember them. I keep them around my desk at work just because they help me. If you guys follow me, you guys know that I and the girls in my office, we have affirmation cards. So every morning, or at least some point throughout the day, we make a priority to go pick up one of those cards and just read them out loud. We kind of read them to each other, and yeah, we work on our affirmations. And incorporating that in the office, I feel like was very beneficial because I have other people to keep me accountable as well. So you guys incorporate those affirmations, incorporate those prayers, talk about your goals, say your goals out loud, speak life into who you are and who you are leveling up to be. Speak life into the space you're creating to elevate and to who you're trying to be. So I also set the mood. If that space is not already there for you, set it. Sometimes you have to probably add a few elements to what you have to kind of get to where you're going, or to get to where you want to go, or for that space to essentially be what you actually need it to be. So there's people that are making prayer closets, there are people that have reading corners in their rooms. Teachers do it in their classrooms. I've seen parents doing it for their kids in their rooms. Create a reading corner for yourself or a journaling corner for yourself. Add some mood lighting. LEDs are super fun, super trendy. They're really good for the mood. Add some candles, some scents, some incense, maybe some air purifiers with essential oils to just kind of help set the tone for that calming, sacred environment. So before I sit down to record, my producer plays Glorilla for me. That helps me kind of get into my zone. But prioritizing these things that kind of help you center and help you gravitate to who you are, who you're trying to be, is what you want. Like, Glorilla may not be for everybody. Sometimes it possibly could raise anxiety, but for me, it loosens me up. So I need that for that element at the moment. So create that for yourself. If you are going to incorporate scents, vanillas are very common in candles. Vanillas, sandal, fruit scented things help boost the mood too. So add those in to your spaces as you're creating and setting the tone for what you're trying to acquire there. So if you could create the perfect podcast, well, for me, a podcast space, what elements would you include? Like, start to think about those things, or even a reading corner, a prayer closet. Like, what are some key elements that you're going to feel like these are your nostalgia, these are your stress relievers, these are your dopamine increasers? Like, what's going to help you, or what are those elements that are going to help you essentially put that all in one so that space is exactly what you need it to be. So for me, I need plants. I need something with gold, something shiny. I need something cute. Those are a few of the elements that I need for my space to feel like I'm gonna receive everything I need to in it. So like I said, with the playlist, we're gonna create that together, so please tap in. I really want you guys to help me put together this playlist, and for this playlist to be beneficial for growth and for mood stabilization. Like, I think those two key components are very important when working with each other hand in hand. So send me your links, follow us on Spotify, and just continue to think about what's going to help you find serenity, find your sacred space, so that you can prioritize growth and leveling up. So, like I said, use music as therapy. Create your peaceful spaces. Slow down. Life moves fast. Slow down. Put that phone down. I know, but put the phone down. Sometimes it's beneficial to just listen to us on the podcast so that you can step away from the phone. Like, sometimes you need that. So there was a time that I was chasing like the next big thing. So before the podcast, I've done many things. So before the podcast, I wanted to be a designer. I wanted to actually have a full line I designed collection by collection. But I wasn't in the right spaces, and nor was I able to put my mind on what the right spaces would be for me to get to leveling up. And when I finally put that into perspective, it wasn't that I wanted to have a clothing line. Essentially, it's not that I don't, but I feel like at the time, what was needed is what I have right now. So prioritizing those elements and getting to the next big thing are very relevant. So I hope you guys really take heed to what I've been saying as far as intentions are concerned, because like I keep saying, this is not a playing time that we're in. Like, everything is very serious. I make it fun and I make it, relatable on here, but I'm really trying to instill intentions and change and the fact that it needs to happen. So I hope you guys are very mindful of those things. Prioritizing just wellness, even through drinks or even through regular, just like I said, like you guys seen the nature episode, like getting outside, just experiencing a little bit of sunlight, that's going to help you with elevation. It's going to help clear the mind. I know it may not all seem relevant in the midst of it happening, but trust me, there's a bigger purpose that you're searching for. And the more you adapt to the fact that you are searching for that purpose, you're going to grow and you're going to enjoy the growth that comes with it. So remember, peace isn't something you wait for. It's something you create. Be intentional, protect your energy, make times for things that bring you joy. Figure out what makes you feel good, like that you can still apply to life like you did as a child. Like, still incorporate some of that in your day-to-day routine. But until next time, you guys, I'm your cousin Meesh West Coast. This was another beautiful episode of Spill It With Meesh. And y'all, season 2, we not playing with you, okay? Y'all have a good night.